have some configuration issues. Let me just do some command line stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to disable SSL. Okay. This might take a few seconds to recover. Let's go back to Cloudflare and let me show you what Cloudflare offers as SSL. So there are 4 options that you can use for SSL from Cloudflare. One is full, strict, another one full, flexible, and off. I'm going to start with the off one right now. So what is off? Confirm. Okay. Oops. Do you see the screen, guys? No. Okay. So off means that free Cloudflare in the middle, free browser, free your hosting, but our connection is not secure. Simple. Understood. Yes. Sorry?
This all actually.
I hope you can connect there. Flexible. Flexible means the connection between Cloudflare and browser is secure. Okay. So off means Cloudflare and free browser, now free your hosting. This is not a connection, it's not secure. So your data between browser and Cloudflare, you can guarantee it's secure. But if any router here, it's a real chance. Okay? Flexible. Flexible means you can assume the connection between Cloudflare and browser is secure. So off means Cloudflare and free browser, now free your hosting. This is not a connection, it's not secure. Your data between browser and Cloudflare. So that's why any router here, flexible. Flexible means the connection between Cloudflare and browser is secure. So off means Cloudflare and free browser, now free your hosting. So you understand the concept here, okay?
Is it possible to use it as a gap? Also using the black hat code.
Yeah, sorry?
Can be gapped for the hacker?
You mean there?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're not guaranteeing that your system will not be hacked there.
Also.
Yeah, you're not guaranteeing. All what you're doing is that if the system gets hacked, your passwords are secure. So if the hackers will get your data, it will be of no use to it. And no use to them, it's garbage. Okay? So we're not preventing hacking. Okay, we're just preventing usability of this data. That they cannot use this data. Alright? Good question, by the way. But you might ask, why go with this approach? Why not secure this and this? Why? Because it's very easy to have this, first of all. Just one click and thus secure. Secondly, if users trust website more if they see that your website is secure. HTTPS. Alright? And most of the users right now, if you open this website, which is not working, they feel calm, even if saying an error, that the connection is secure. And most of the users are right now like this, especially in US and Europe. So the key advantage is you can have your website let's say you're a beginner, you're an entrepreneur, you can have your website secured, and later on you can work on this one. Okay? The other one is full. Full. Now, most of the people, they get confused between full and strict. Yani each die. Yes.
Is it with wildcard? Like wildcard?
Which one? Full one?
Full. Is it wildcard?
No, it's not. It's something separate. Okay. So, full and full strict, what is this? Remember in the initial slides I mentioned that there is a third party that needs to give you a certificate and issue a certificate. Turns out, you don't sometimes need a third party. You can create a self-signed certificate. What is a self-signed certificate? It means that I'm a hosting provider. I'm hosting the website, but I'm also creating a certificate. I don't need the third party. I'm creating a certificate. It's called and I'm signing it. I'm a bit kabir, I'm not signing it. Got it?
Yeah.
So in that case, this is called a self-signed certificate. In this scenario, I am certifying, which is odd, on my behalf that my connection is secure, but it works. This is called full. Full strict means you need third party. Which exactly. So it can be a bank, it can be a government.
Okay, that means full. I have to just download all the cert and install through the C.
Exactly. So this full strict, first of all, spoilers, we're not going to cover it today because it's a long process. You need to get a certificate, register, from third party. Okay? But we're going to cover inshallah today if my server works, inshallah. So in full, what we do is I'm going to show you how you can create a self-signed certificate in Webmin. So this technology is Webmin, all right, which you can use to create multiple websites on your server. So we have an option here where you can create a self-signed certificate. If you go to SSL certificates, you can create a self-signed certificate. I'm sorry for the black screen, but that's how I like it. So you can create a self-signed certificate created by your own server. Okay? Another CA certificate or Let's Encrypt, these are third-party authorities. Let's Encrypt don't charge you anything. Okay? But the process is really long. First, that certificate needs to be downloaded on your server. That is automatic. It will be done automatically. But then you have to get that certificate and upload it on Cloudflare. Okay? So now Cloudflare can also know that, okay, this is certified. This is a free certificate provided by Let's Encrypt. You can Google it. It's amazing. The only flaw is it needs to be renewed after every 3 months. It's free, but it needs to be renewed after every 3 months.
Why not renewed money?
Because they want you to buy the premium one and pay the money. So the premium one is not that expensive, but it lasts for 2 years. So they do it on purpose, 3 months. So after 3 months, you say, I don't have time. So you pay them the money, and it lasts for 2 years.
Is there a maximum of certificate signing by self-signing?
That's a good question. I do not know. Right now, most of them they have 2 years. I'm not sure if it can be more than 2 years or not. My experience most of the time has been with Let's Encrypt and self-signed certificate, and once in a while with DigiCert, but we never went above 2 years. It is automatically renewed, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
we used to see before, I think like 5 years or 10 years before, like a very sign in the corner on the left.
Yeah, that's also a certificate.
Is it third-party company?
Yeah, it's a third-party company.
But we're not seeing it now anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, mostly right now it's DigiCert, which is being used. Cloudflare, they also sell certificates. Let's Encrypt, they also sell certificates.
So basically, they're all companies.
Yeah, these are companies. They're there to. And you can take an example of insurance companies. Insurance companies, they sell insurance.
Yes, I got it now.
Sah? It's similar to insurance on the web.
Yeah.
So guys, we'll have a break في وقت الصلاة كمان and have coffee, break, show you a networking session. Meanwhile, we'll fix the server and we'll do the practical, the self-signed certificate. Okay? Thank you for tolerating me for so long. Is it working?
Yes, working.
Hello. Hello. Hello? Is it Am I on YouTube? Am I? All right. Okay. Hello, guys. Folks who are watching us on YouTube, and this will be recorded as well. You have missed a lot. We covered the basics of SSL, why we need an SSL, and whatnot. But right now, we're going to do the remainder of the session, which is how to create a self-signed certificate using Cloudflare. And I hope you can hear me. If not, please use the comment section. I have my amazing colleague Jaisal with me, who will be reviewing the comments. So if you have any questions, please put it on the comment section, and Jaisal will let me know, and I will try to answer. And we're experimenting with this live stream. We hope we can perfect this for the next time. So inshallah, we can cover both in-person audience and the people who would like to join from the live session. So right now, I'm just going to create a link, paste long link, yes. All right, SSL live. Okay, copy. Just bear with me for a few minutes. I will ask the audience to come in because they're there for Salah break. And yep, them layout. All right, guys, can we start? Let's start. Yeah. Guys, I just want you to experiment with this. This is the session live on YouTube. Can you open this link on your laptops? Siraj bhai, can you ask them to? Yeah. All right, guys. So we are live, and before the others come and join in, I just want to test this live stream, and also want to let you know what we covered in the session so far. We covered what is SSL, and I know I'm repeating myself. So what we covered is why we need an SSL, why it's important to secure the connection between the website and the site visitors as well. And now we're going to do a practical session on my laptop. And I wish you could see the laptop. You can see the screen, but if you don't, if you have any questions, use the comment section on the link below, and my colleague Jaisal will answer your questions, or he can ask me to read the question live, and so I can share it there. So, guys, welcome back to the session. I promise you it's not more than 20-30 minutes. I know you have tolerated me so much, and you love your families, and you love your coffee, and you love your weekend. So we are live right now on YouTube, and we're experimenting with this this thing, and we're hopeful that inshallah we'll perfect this so we can cater to both in-person audience and the live audience that are reaching right now. Now, I want you to share this link with your friends who wanted to attend but could not come, maybe because they're afraid of the virus, or maybe they have some transport issues. So please either just take the link, and you can either copy from you don't need to copy all of it, or just take a screenshot, send it to your friends, share it on your story, so more and more people can attend. So this one is a fully practical session, the remainder of it, and I hope it will be very beneficial, inshallah. So what we have covered so far is the concept of full and fully strict SSL. Now, if I ask you again, because I want to see if you forgot during the coffee break or not, who can tell me what is the difference between full SSL certificate and full strict SSL certificate, other than the experts? No, the other ones. Yes. Okay. Okay. Self-signed certificate. All right. Very good, Mr. Ibrahim. So full strict is signed by third-party organizations, and full, the other one, the simple full, is a self-signed certificate. All right. Very good. Thank you so much. In today's session, we're going to cover the full one because the full strict needs a third party and it's a long process. Okay. Now keep in mind the third-party certificate can also be free, as I mentioned before, but just because it's a long process, we cannot do it in 30 or 20 minutes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the website ssl.sohbi.com. Remember, we placed the text file hello, okay? The server problem has been solved. So right now, if you open ssl.sohbi.com, it's opening. Now, if I go here on my SSL certificate, okay, on my hosting, I have no SSL certificate installed right now, all right? And the type of SSL I have is, I changed it to full, yani, but I am going to change it to full and strict. Okay, let me refresh. And see, Cloudflare gave me an error. Why? Because there's no, I haven't installed a third-party certificate yet on my server, okay? But the moment I change it to full, let me see, give it a few seconds. Let's see if it works or not. Who is going to tell me, should it work or should it not work? We're using full. So can you tell me why it's not working? Okay, it worked now, but why it was not working? All right. All right, this is another one. Okay, mashallah, yani you're going advanced, very advanced. So it was very simple, by the way. See, any changes in the DNS, it takes seconds. It's very simple and not rocket science. Why? Because there are so many routers and devices across the globe. Haram, and we have to give them a few seconds. So to reload the data. All right. So that's why when we were trying to opening it, it was not opening. Also keep in mind that that's why in web development there needs to be patience involved. Sometimes your own cache in your browser is causing you the problem. So you have to hard refresh your browser. All right. Sometimes you have to clear a cache on your DNS, and you have to go to command prompt, clear your DNS on your local computer. For Windows, it's separate. For Mac, it's separate. But you can Google it, how to clear cache on Windows. It will give you instructions. So we don't need to cover it today. But for your understanding, it can be a cache problem most of the time. So have patience before coming to judgment. So now it works. But the question is, why is it working? I did not install a self-signed certificate. Why? And previously I said it should only work if I have a self-signed certificate. Sah? But why it's working? The reason is I have a master certificate on my server, virtual server, with Wildcard. Who mentioned Wildcard? You mentioned, bravo. So Wildcard certificate means that I install a master certificate on my server, which starts with this. Wildcard certificate. It starts with like this, steric.so70by.com. Okay. So I installed the certificate on my server with these settings. This is called a wildcard or asterisk, which means that I'm making my process future-proof. I say, Akhi, any subdomain I register, SSL, ahmed.sohbi.com, أي واحد. It خلاص accept it. Use as long as it's a sub. Very good. As long as it's a sub. There are a number of ways you can know that this is a wildcard certificate or dedicated for this one. So you can go here, and I hope Chrome shows it. I click on certificate and I click on details. See, it's telling that it's certified by Cloudflare. Okay. If I go here down, I think it shows here. It used to show here at the Giga. Yes. You see this? I am issuing a master certificate for all my subdomains. Okay. Now, when should you use this and when not to use it? Use it if it's your own domain and you know that you're going to have subdomains. But let's say if you're a hosting company, inshallah, yani, if you're a hosting company and you're creating sub websites for your customers, you cannot guarantee on their behalf. So then you should not use this. You should let them create their own certificate. All right. So I have right now installed the master certificate with this wildcard. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to create another certificate only for SSL now. Let's do it right now. I hope inshallah there will be no problems. But yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that is your own. You have control over it. Yeah. You can, when you're registering for the certificate, you can specify the settings, and it's wise to use this to avoid any hassles in the future. And you don't want to waste time creating sub certificates for every subdomain. If you're sure that okay, this is your website and you will not give any subdomain to anyone. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. Domain. No, it is not. No, it's not. It should be the same domain. So even if the domain is different, like let's say Sahabi, instead of .com, it's .org, okay, or .sa, you need to have a separate certificate. But for the subdomains, you can have one certificate that certifies all the subdomains. All right. Keep in mind, CNAME only applies on the domain. One domain, on the same domain. You cannot, that's the mistake I did. When I was creating a CNAME, I was specifying an IP. So it cannot accept IP because by default, it only works on the same domain. All right. The thing is, but the system does not allow you to put any IP so that you cannot place any other IP. Because primarily it should be the same website. All right. Now I know, guys, these are sure advanced questions, but yeah, feel free to ask. Yani, don't worry. Yani. These are wonderful questions, mashallah. All right, I'm not aware of this, but yeah, you can share, please. Okay, it's called SAN. All right, let's Google it because this is something new. SAN certificate. Okay, so there is a new certificate called DigiCert Multi-Domain Certificate. Okay, so this is different than the normal certificate we receive. Okay. Okay, it's expensive too. If I think if you have so many sites, then I think it will be an advantage. So it's called the SAN certificate, multi-domain certificate. All right. Okay, as low as well. Good. So thank you. This is very good. I didn't know about this. So if you want to have a package for multiple domains, then you go with the SAN certificate, which will secure multiple domains on the same certificate. Yes. This guy. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. This is the point, Yani. All right. So for the SAN certificate, you're saying that when you're registering, you have to provide them once that, okay, you have all these domains. You cannot keep adding more domains. All right. Perfect. Yeah, this is a new information. Thank you for sharing, Annie. Wonderful. Thank you. So do you have any questions on the live stream or not yet? Okay. Maybe I think you need to check it on the link itself on the YouTube. If you have, please let me know. And I did share it with everybody. Okay, perfect. طيب, so we're going to create a self-signed certificate using Webmin technology. It's also called VirtualMin, which is part of Webmin. So what I did is I selected ssl.sahubi.com. Is the screen can be seen by everybody? Well, is it too? Yeah, now? Okay, perfect. So now I selected ssl.sahubi.com as a website, and then I went to SSL certificate. Now I will create a self-signed certificate. Okay, here I will remove www. I'll just keep it SSL. Okay, and generate self-sign. It's as easy as this. It does provide security as long as you trust your own server. If you are, it depends how strong of an administrator you are. If your server is not hacked, right? So the thing is, right now you are acting as a certifying body yourself. It does provide security, okay? So your users will know that, okay, this is provided by you, not by a third party. But it can happen that your users are demanding. They'll say, no, we don't trust your certificate. We need a third party to certify this. In that case, mostly, Yani, if they want, Yani. So in that case, they will just send you an email. They say, we don't want to create an account on your website because your SSL is being certified by you. Okay, but then you can have a negotiation with them. Yahi, you can trust me. So, Mhm. Yeah, that's a very good question. So now you're saying that if I open a website which is self-signed, but you're yani cautious. You say, yeah, this site is asking me to link my Facebook account. Should I trust this website or not? So that's a very good thing. You should go and check which body is certifying this website by going to the SSL. Okay, if it's self-signed, then you should be alarmed that, okay, first, I don't trust this website. Second, they're self-signing their certificate. So, yep. So this is an alarming thing. That's a very good thing, and you have to be cautious on the web. So, but if it's certified by another company like DigiCert, Verizon, then you say, okay, those companies are assuring this, so it means I can trust. And but again, there are many ways. This is not the answer to all your security problems. SSL. It could be that, okay, your password is communicated going there securely, but the way they're storing it on the database is plain text. It's not encrypting it in the database. All right. And for example, one of the many ways WordPress is very good, that when you're creating an account on WordPress, it secures the password using MD5 encryption in the database, which means that even you as a site administrator do not know the password. So this is security. SSL does not guarantee that. Maybe the hacker is using SSL and everything, but on the database, khalas, the plain text password, and that you're using the same password on another account, on your maybe Facebook login, on your Twitter login. Yeah, that's usually the case, yeah. So we have to be smart on our end. Now the SSL certificate says is created. Let's try our hypothesis. I'll refresh this page. Okay, it will take a few seconds, but let's see if it applied. I'll go here, click on certificate. It still shows this. There could be two possible reasons. I want you to guess. One is there's a delay. We have to give them a time. The caches are being updated. Second, this is not the certificate coming from our server. So who goes with A? A is this is a delay. B is it's not the certificate coming from our server. You go with the A. Okay, you don't want to do the same mistake again. So okay, who goes with A? Who goes with B? You go with A. Ah, okay. Time will tell you. All right. There is another C, Annie. C is let's test it another way. Okay. So we can do a test right now. Okay. The thing is, this certificate that you see right now, it's coming from Cloudflare. It's not coming from your server. Even if it's coming from there, it's coming from Cloudflare. So how to check if the certificate is coming from Cloudflare from the service? There's one way of testing is we turn off the certificate from Cloudflare and then see if we directly access the website, does it show or not. So what we're going to do is going to Cloudflare, okay, and I'll go to flexible. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off, sorry. Okay, so once this is turned off, I will, let's refresh this page. Okay, so it's showing not secure. Okay, so I will go here and write HTTPS. Okay, it's showing not secure. I click on it. Let me open an incognito window to try my hypothesis. Okay, still it's saying not secure. Which one? Incognito, to avoid cache problems. So when you open an incognito window, it's a new cache. So yeah, so I open, type. Looks like I'm getting screwed here, but let's see, no problem. There's always a learning. So let's click on SSL certificate here. Let's see if the SSL certificate was created or not. Is there any comment or question on the YouTube session? Yeah. Okay, it's not allowing me to connect because the webmin is also using the Sohobi domain. That's why I have to turn on this SSL. Okay. Okay. SSL. And then I will go to SSL here. SSL certificate. Create self-signed certificate. Current certificate. Okay. I see the current certificate. It's there. Certificate type is self-signed. Okay. It shows that it has been created. Let's go to Cloudflare. Okay. And I'll go to end-to-end encryption with Cloudflare. I'm sorry, go back. Okay, I'll go to add certificates. Okay, this is disabled, which is good. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off and go to DNS. And here in SSL, I'm going to keep it direct connection with the server. Okay, no need to go through. But here proxied means going through Cloudflare. I'm unproxying it. I'm saying Cloudflare, don't sit in the middle. If the connection is coming to ssl.sohobi, send it directly to the server. Okay. Let me open an incognito window and I place this. Okay. I think it wants to screw me up. Yep. Okay, see. Okay, now it's telling here that even though, because this is a self-signed certificate, now even though it's a certificate, but the browser is warning that this is on behalf of the server. It's not by a third party. But I want to reload and proceed. Okay, let's see the certificate. Usually this is setting in my Chrome. It usually, if you go to advanced, it asks you to proceed. But let's go to certificate. This root certificate is not trusted. Why? Because it's self-signed. Details ssl.sahabi.com. It claims, I claim to be secure, but it's not trusted. You got it? Could be. You're calling me a crook now. So yep. And it could be anyway, Annie. So it's like if you trust me or not. Okay, if you trust me or not. Thank you. Oh. Thank you so much. So, all right, guys. So, is the concept understood? This one. Is there any questions regarding this one? Yes. I believe the best one, of course, the very ideal one is to go with a third party. But again, yani, we're living in a real world, practical world. Yani, are you a bank? No, right? So, exactly. So, the best approach, yani, practically, if you ask me what I'm using for myself and for my clients, is this one, full. So, I'm creating a self-signed certificate on my server because I know Cloudflare trusts me. And in order for the user not to see this odd message, I'm using Cloudflare on the front. Okay? So, yeah. Yes, if you're a bank or if you're social media, yeah. Sorry? Yeah, sure. So, the suggestion one, which one? So, as long as yani, this one full, it will suffice most of our needs. Okay? Which is that you create a self-signed certificate between your server and Cloudflare, the self-signed that we created. This is the certificate. Yeah. The customer will see Cloudflare certificate. Got it? If you are like a fintech company, financial services, bank, etc., then it makes sense that you go with either Cloudflare's another certificate that you install also on the root server or another third-party server. Third-party certifying authority. All right, guys? Any questions? Perfect. Yes. It's self-signed is a certificate, but the difference, it's not a fake. The difference is that you are certifying on your own behalf. It never provides a security. It only does encryption. It encrypts the data. But it all matters that it's a game of who. Who is certifying it? Is it a trusted third party? Or is it you? By the way, up now some companies who self-certify their certificate, they also register with international security organizations who certify them that, okay, this party can self-certify. So you can trust them. But احنا صحبي يعني small company and جدا يعني. So they say we don't trust them. You understand? No, you know that. Okay, which part? It depends if your server is not compromised. No, the mechanism is there. The certificate is being created. It will be encryption. You yourself, your server. So when I created this here, when I created this server, now it feels like 2 or 3 clicks, but behind the scenes there are like a plenty of code which makes sure that whatever data is being sent, it's encrypted. It's provided by Webmin, Virtualmin. Yes. The thing is, I have installed this on my server. Okay, so my server itself is certifying the certificate. But the thing is, the browsers are smart now. So when you see this error message, the browser is Chrome or Google is trying to telling you is we don't trust Sahabi. So proceed at your own risk. They claim that they're securing the connection, but we don't trust them. So in order for me now, if to use self-signed certificate as a Sahabi company, I have to go with security companies like DigiCert or like Kida and ask them that, guys, I don't want to use your certificate. I want to issue my own certificate. So come and do an audit of my server. They'll come and do an audit of my server, check everything, and then they will certify my certificate. Come on. So then Google will say, oh, we trust Sahabi because they passed this audit test. But that's a long process. Better to pay show your dollar to another company like DigiCert or Verizon. All right. Any more questions? Perfect. Few questions from YouTube. No one. I think nobody came here. Enjoy. Okay. They're saying enjoy. Okay. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. This concludes our session today. And if you'd like to have a one-on-one session later on, I'm available mostly during lunch times. And you're most welcome to visit us in our office and contact me on WhatsApp or any other platform. And yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate your presence. Thank you. Perfect.
My pleasure.